Welcome, everybody, to the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community, and the internet is down. We are actually recording this not connected to the internet.
Yeah.
And this will drop later. So it's kind of nice knowing that we're not connected to the internet. You want to know what I'm doing? Because I have figured out, like, my mind is always in overdrive, and I'm just worn out a ton lately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's constant connection. I have a job where I'm constantly connected and battling the internet on a regular basis. But then on my phone, like, let me pull up my phone right now. Watch this. The amount of notifications alone. Like,
you should go to settings and turn that off.
That's what I did. I don't even get email pop-ups.
No,
You should also turn off badges.
No, I'm removing this weekend every app, like anything that I need to do social-wise will be strictly on my laptop, not on my phone. Basically, YouTube and Slack will be the only two apps on my phone.
Ugh. I've thought about uninstalling YouTube. That is the most time-wasting app.
I don't browse YouTube. I just have my like programs that
Sure.
I listen to. So I'm like not really screen time. Twitter's the one that I browse. Like, and I gotta get it off my phone.
I get nothing done when I browse anything.
Yeah, I gotta just get it off my phone.
Maybe you should switch to Blue Sky, and your browsing time will be cut in half.
I'll just be banned. I'll be banned.
Well, that and the 9 people that are over there.
Yeah,
the dozens of people that are there.
All the gaming journalists that were like, I'll see you where the skies are bluer, and they're still posting on Twitter. Why? Because there's nobody on Blue Sky, bro.
I'm going to be real with you. I don't even know what Blue Sky is.
Microsoft put some money behind it and like invested in it, and so it's really annoying because like Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond won't post. They'll retweet on Twitter, but they won't post there, probably because Microsoft owns Blue Sky, so they're trying to put people over there. But like usership is tanking.
So
it became super political, like politicized, and so everybody on the left went over to not everybody. But it's very left.
So it's like a Twitter?
JD Vance, the vice president.
Oh, yeah, didn't he just go on it this
week?
week?
Yesterday and got banned in like 15 minutes. because other users can ban you, and if you get enough of them, you get banned, and that's what happened. And then I think they reinstated his account. But yeah, it's a real problem. Wow. It's a real problem. In fairness, Twitter does a pretty good job. I think Community Notes is really good. YouTube, for all the flack they take, think about the amount of videos coming in at any one time on them. It's like an astronomical, mind-blowing number. Also does a pretty decent job, I think, keeping things balanced for the most part, I think, or like with moderation anyways.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's great. Another service that I won't be using.
Oh, no,
I didn't know that on Blue Sky. Can't you just abuse that?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Which is like literally what they
just did. The comments, they're hilarious. But yeah, so I'm getting rid of all the apps on my phone, guys. That's why right now, like, it's kind of nice knowing we're not connected to the internet. I just have to say that. Don't you feel that? Don't you like that?
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice.
I would like to go back to a time. Here's the thing, though. The internet is fun. And the ability to like stream anything you want for entertainment at night before bed is what I do.
Yeah.
It's really fun. But the idea of not being constantly connected, to have something tethered in your pocket at all times with you, very much appeals to me. My next job, if I have a next job, will be like...
If you have a next job? You're just going to skip phase 2 and go right to retirement?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Will be something like off in the woods.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you got Starlink now. Well...
I want to
be disconnected. Yeah, never mind. That's the whole point.
Or maybe I'll just use Starlink only for Netflix or something at night.
Well, you know what's great, and it made me really, really, really happy. One of my favorite bands came out with an album. Well, they're about to come out with an album.
Weezer?
Yellow Card's back, baby.
Oh, Yellow Card.
Yellow Card is back. And the reason I'm bringing it up is they're like releasing teasers, you know?
Yep.
And they have a song called Better Days. And it's
talk about the internet.
It's
the lack of internet.
Is Yellow Card still the original band, or did they? Because didn't they like get rid of the drummer and one of the guitar people? Or
it always happens.
Yeah, it was the drummer, and
there's trades and stuff that go on, and
yeah, they are the same, except they've had troubles with drummers. But this next album, they still don't have a drummer, but Travis Barker drummed on the album for them and produced the album.
Oh, cool!
Or is producing the album, so. You got that. But yeah, you should watch the music video. It's awesome. the lead singer Ryan is wearing a full Maverick outfit, helmet and stuff.
Yeah.
The violinist is wearing a Karate Kid outfit. You got Marty McFly on the drums.
All right. Yeah.
And they film it in a
Is it
blockbuster video.
Is Travis Barker in the music video with them? No, it's a different drummer,
yeah.
He just did the recording for it.
Yeah. And talk about how much that has made me happy. It has made me so happy because like my favorite band, and they disintegrated like a decade ago. One of the saddest
what happened?
things.
I feel like they came out with Paper Walls, and then just
Hey, I'm impressed. Whew. Yeah, they were like, we're done.
Yeah, well, what do you do?
I mean, yeah, with how much bands tour and stuff, that's pretty common because it's just burnout. All American Rejects came out with another album too. It's just great. It's a good year.
Swing.
It's a great year. I'm really happy.
Oh, that's good.
My music makes me so happy. But Better Days, David, what you're looking for
Is Better Days.
Well,
it's just this. So I watched
reminding
this,
you of Better
So there's
Days.
this guy, and I saw an interview with him with a psychologist, and he disconnected completely from all screens for 6 months. And he tested his brain before and after, and he did cognitive tests. They like scanned his brain, and then he did a cognitive test. Through the roof improvement in like memory recollection. And the psychologist, they're like explaining why does this happen? And it's because you have your brain only has so much that it can hold at any given time, and so it's like getting rid of stuff.
maybe your brain.
Constantly. No, but it's like getting rid of stuff constantly. So your like memory recollection is legitimately hampered because we're all taking in so much information at once. And
do you think
all the
that'll be the first like neuro stuff, like hard drive space?
Be like, yeah, hard drive space.
Yeah,
like,
Keanu Reeves. I saw that movie.
Terabyte upgrade.
Yeah.
That's exactly. He was
Not if it's freaking Xbox prices.
he was the data process. Like he was a data transporter. What was it? Is it called Johnny? Is it Johnny Mnemonic or something? Have you ever seen?
No, I vaguely remember the movie.
Was
but
that the movie?
They put critical data in his brain.
He
and
has like 40 gigs of memory because it was made like 20 years ago. 40 gigs was a lot back then.
Yeah.
And he
you
would like
remember
transport data in his brain.
Do you remember the 360 came with a 20 gigabyte hard drive?
Yeah, and it was huge.
Didn't it come with
It was
the
on the
10?
whole side. It was the
No.
entire
You
side.
could, and then I think you could choose to not get a hard drive, but it still had memory card slots. Remember?
Yeah.
It took up the whole side of your console.
You clicked it on.
I thought it was 10, then it doubled to 20.
Was it 10 then 20? I thought it was
It could have
20,
been
and then it
20.
was
That
like
sounds right. That
256
sounds familiar.
megs or something if you didn't have the hard drive.
Well, how about have you seen the new, is it 4 terabyte memory expansion that they just dropped for the Xbox, the NVMe memory? With the,
isn't it like
costs probably more than the
$500
box now.
$499.
Actually,
that is the box.
$499.
That is literally another Xbox.
It's $499.
Well,
now that the
not
box
anymore.
is $599, it's $100 cheaper. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Who's buying that? I would like to know how many of those they've sold. Why even try it? Are you doing it so that over time it comes down because you're scaling it? Also, this like proprietary, the reason it's expensive is because it's proprietary. I don't need it. Like, let me just freaking use. It's like $200 comparatively for the PC version of that.
Oh yeah, because it's a specific slot that goes into the Xbox. Yeah.
I guess you kind of have to on a console make it proprietary.
I mean, USB's been working for. Well, I guess it's an NVMe, right?
It's for speed.
So okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So you need that direct highway lane.
Yeah. Hopefully that comes down because I would love that, but I'm not paying that.
Well,
No way.
so there is a price because I think like 3 years ago when they originally came out. Well, no, when it went, the first iteration of that price went down.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm getting it. I'm all over that.
At like $99, I got it.
Yeah. Now,
Well, now-
$500,
$500
man.
for 4 I would love 4 terabytes.
Now I have the same problem. I fill up 2 terabytes worth of stuff, and I still have to move things around.
No, I just delete the games and then install them when I want to play them.
Except when the internet's down, like today.
Like today, I know the internet went down hard, like the Western United States for
It's like Colorado, Arizona, Washington, Utah.
See, is
It's all down.
it days like today where like you start to think, man, if only. Well, I guess physical copies don't work anymore.
Well, but
So
lots of
never
stuff.
mind,
Like we have
Or is it just
Wi-Fi-
like
we have Wi-Fi lighting in here, and so we can't change the colors.
Yeah.
That's why, like, our faces, they look a little bit off today.
Well, you don't have that blue shimmer like
Yeah.
hair light stuff going on and everything. It's because I cannot connect to my own lights in this office.
Do you know what it is? I bet you it's like the Oasis. You ever see Ready Player One? I
read
bet
the
you.
books.
I bet you it's like the Oasis.
You
where
haven't
they're like
seen the movie, Mark?
the movie's actually pretty good.
I think I did. I think I did, but
the movie made the
my-
good decision in cutting out the entire apartment chapters.
Well, that's a good move.
Why are they?
That-
do they just drag?
It's just him.
Well-
it's just him grabbing himself for like 4 chapters.
There's
Really?
like it's
Yeah.
a whole weird.
yeah.
It's like you're like reading it and you're just squinting your face and you're like, huh.
This guy, I think this guy worked out some things here in these chapters. This author worked out some stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Definitely did. Like,
And you're like,
and he
yeah.
even goes into like the budget behind it and everything. It's like, huh. All right, good for you, buddy.
yeah, VR. You know,
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
the movie definitely would be rated something else.
yeah, no, they cut that part out, which was a nice
of-
cut. No, but what I'm saying is maybe CenturyLink or whoever it is, it's like everybody. Maybe they're just like, hey, let's just turn the internet off for a couple hours.
Or that one guy like tripped over the cable to the router.
I would do that if I were like high up on a internet company. I'd be like, just turn it off for a few hours. People need to get outside. Yeah, I would.
well, Cloudflare went down last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, did that shut down your company's stuff?
No, it didn't.
Because-
It's just some things, like just some things. But yeah, Cloudflare's like the whole internet.
Yeah.
What's weird is
I can't authenticate anything.
What's weird is
Log
we
in.
like that prevents DDoS attacks and everything. So when Cloudflare goes down, everything
So-
like all of Google services were down.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Everybody runs with that.
yeah.
Oh man.
What happened?
Yeah. Do we know?
Cloudflare went down. I don't know. It was the same day that Iran
Yeah,
war started. So
maybe
maybe
it was the Iranians.
Maybe there was something there. I don't know.
They needed to suction all their power.
They were like, let's take that information. So it winds down.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. The news today that we were going to talk about for the show. Did you guys look at some of the stuff? The Sarah Bond came out. They shadow dropped that video
Oh yeah, it was there.
that we can't watch right now
Oh yeah,
because we don't have internet.
Yeah, I did a video on it reacting to the video. Sure, the video was very well done by Sarah Bond. I mean, by Xbox. It was Xbox trailers. They just announced a strategic partnership with AMD, and then AMD, the executive AMD, retweeted that video and then laid out some things that they're working towards. So a couple things that they highlighted in the partnership, the strategic multi-year partnership. They repeated that multiple times. Strategic multi-year partnership. A few things that they really highlighted. Number one, graphical fidelity, like a jump in graphical fidelity. Really interesting that they said that specifically. They also then talked about AI integration in gaming in the next generation of console. Cloud gaming, obviously a big one. But then, and I think this is where AMD is key, they really hit on backwards compatibility. All of your games, that you are currently playing will be available. That's something that we're constantly working on and is going to be there for the future. It's going to be interesting to see what it does. They don't seem to be backing down from this will be the biggest generational leap that we've seen. In fact, AMD themselves are coming out and giving similar type of language here. So very interesting to see what is this next console that's coming. Also, AMD is not just supporting the console, but also supporting the handheld. These will be across devices.
Do you think it'll look the same? Because that's
Xbox?
like the Xbox Series X is like the perfect cooling box with the big fan on both ends. Just
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. What do you
because,
how do you think they
like,
do you think they change it?
did you see the thumbnail I put for the show today? It's actually because they showed the Xbox. They showed they had the
let me see.
AI chip and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I saw the AI chip.
But they had the same Xbox Series X hardware spread out, and I used that as a thumbnail of our show today, which I don't know if they're just using that as just like, we have footage from 7 years ago we can use, or if that means
Because that's from that video when they unveiled the Series X video. That's what it went.
because it's
Yeah.
spread it out. So because how do you improve on that? I mean, it looks like a black box, which is whatever, but That's how you cool.
You change the button.
That's how you cool that hardware, because that's
well, there'll be no disk slot, so there's not going to be a disk slot. So it may get thinner.
No, you just go big, man. You just go wider.
Just give me more memory right off the bat. I mean,
because it's all about cooling when you deal with, you know.
I don't want to go the PlayStation route.
The big vagina?
The giant vagina.
Well, that thing's massive.
I mean, I know you guys make fun of it, but I don't mind it.
The vagina?
Yeah, I mean,
you're a vagina gamer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think they purposely did that to attract
a certain
the male
demographic.
audience. Yeah.
Subconsciously.
Everybody's just like, I feel like I need to buy that.
I feel like I want that.
That actually looks great.
I feel
for some reason, I really like this.
I really enjoy this aesthetic.
Oh, we're all looking at it over there. It's in the corner of the room. That's what we're staring at.
Yeah, I don't know how they changed the box. That's actually a question I haven't considered. I think
Didn't we see in the
with size? Maybe they mess with size.
Didn't we see in the leaks from the what was it? Not FT? Is it the FTC stuff that was happening?
Potential design? Or
Yeah, like it was basically the same design, but it was a cylinder instead of a square.
Oh, a trash can?
Yeah.
Apple,
Okay, I'm out.
They go the Apple route.
That's exactly what kicked me out of the Apple ecosystem.
Was the
or
trash
I
can?
exited. When the trash can, it was like 2014 when Apple came out with their trash can design that totally. All right, sorry, I'm out. I don't like the trash can design.
I don't know. I think it's smaller and thinner somehow. Like I think that is
A new powerful console is smaller and thinner. Yeah. No, man, it has never gone smaller in the history of consoles.
Let's see,
Look at the PlayStation 5.
But the OG Xbox to the 360 went smaller.
Did it?
Yeah,
well, okay.
The OG
parts of it did because
pull up the 360. Yeah, the 360.
No,
we got to use our memories.
I argue the 360, the original 360, not the Slim, was the best designed aesthetics console.
It did look good.
Those nice little curves.
I like the black.
It
in black was really nice when it came out in black.
My favorite was the Nintendo 64. It looked like a Jaguar.
I mean, it's sitting right here. It is
curved
sleek.
shoulders. Oh yeah, grab that. Show the camera. This is our internet, real life.
It is sleek. Can I unplug these?
You
I
unplug
think
the
you have to
controllers.
unplug the back too, don't you?
Yeah, unplug it all.
Remember these days? The battery.
Yeah. Look how sexy that console is. The curved shoulders.
I don't know. I think I like the 360 better.
I don't know. This is a cool. What if we go back flat? But like you said, that's the primo.
But at the time, you were looking like the Nintendo was square. Everything was like jagged and square. And then I remember looking into the first time I saw that.
Look at this though. Look how much high quality, like how much higher quality plastic got in the past 20 years.
Wait,
you know?
You saying that's bad?
Like this plastic covering compared to like that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
this is better quality. You don't think this is better quality?
I think that's better quality.
He's saying plastic is better.
It's gotten better.
I don't know. This feels really.
I
solid.
mean, you could murder someone. With
yeah, that's
this.
what I'm saying. Feels really solid. And then there was always these components that no one ever used.
Whoa! What is that?
Yeah, don't you?
I didn't even know that. Show the camera.
Yeah, that's for dual gaming. You flip your console sideways.
It says EXT on it, so I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea
Extension. I don't know. Like, so you could like stack them.
I wonder if
a daisy chain.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't even know that existed.
Then eventually you can
see
get
if we had Google, we could figure out what this is.
No, I remember the first time I saw this was in that Nintendo Power magazine.
I wonder if it was for like debugging.
I'll look it up on my phone.
Debugging or for
like,
developers.
Look how I was like, oh my gosh, that is the sexiest thing I have ever seen in my life.
What is the bottom panel for on the N64?
I mean, I remember this thing, the expansion pack on the front, right here. Let's see if we can see it with this thing where you pop this out.
The bottom one's an expansion pack as well.
It is?
Yeah.
Maybe
it expands the console's RAM from 4 to 8 megabytes.
Whoa! I need that.
Yeah, maybe if you used both expansion packs, StarCraft would run at a solid frame rate.
The primary. So there's memory expansion. That's the front.
That's what because you needed that to play StarCraft.
This is the expansion pack, though. Can I get an image of?
But
the
what does it do? Does it make the game better?
The expansion
Do you think
pack
this number still works?
improve performance and graphical.
No, they got rid of that.
capabilities.
I was actually that actually is the one thing I think Nintendo should bring back.
It
Remember, you
says-
could call them for anything.
Nintendo installation, maintenance, and service.
Yeah, Nintendo Hotline.
Should I call that? I wanna
They
see where
had
it goes to.
They
Does it
had
still work?
Remember, they had every like manual at their guy's desk. They would transfer you if you were having trouble in like Ocarina of Time, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, the water temple. Let me tell you."
I'm gonna call it right now and let's just see where it goes to. That's awesome. See if the Nintendo hotline can help me. Hey!
Did it go somewhere? We put it on
It's
speaker.
there!
We put it on speaker.
Okay, here. I'll call it again.
Well, it's probably.
It's probably just like this is the Nintendo Hotline.
Thank you for calling Nintendo. We are closed for the holiday. We will reopen for business.
Yeah, because it's a holiday today.
I mean, I guess it is Juneteenth, right? But we got to call tomorrow and see if they're still there.
That's
I don't think. Yeah.
awesome. They're on it. They even know it's a holiday today.
N64 expansion port.
I
So
just wanna
that
know, like-
number on the back of that box from like 2 decades ago, when was that? 1996?
I can tell you. 1996.
1996, Nintendo 64. That number still works. That's awesome.
We also have the patent number too, if you want to know which patent number it was.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Man.
Oh no, this is what it was for. I got it wrong. So the internet was confused. They were talking about the expansion port up front.
Yeah.
The bottom one had no use in the US. Ready for this? The N64 expansion port was only relevant in Japan. The N64 bottom expansion port was compatible with the N64 disk drive, a Japan-only drive for reading CD-ROM games.
Oh, wow.
That's right, because wasn't Nintendo working with PlayStation and then they screwed them?
And that's how we have PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Nintendo 64 Double D disk drive. DD. The 64 DD. There it is.
Not meaning to change the subject again. There's a couple things I want to talk about here.
Okay.
But did you see that vinyl has, for the first time since the 80s, has outsold CDs?
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Number one, nobody's buying CDs anymore, and number two, so like vinyl is like this. Here's
It's
the
the
thing:
last hard copy we have.
but also there's like this appeal to vinyl that doesn't exist with anything else. That like even my wife and I had this discussion, and she's like, "I really want a record player." Like there's something appealing about that, about listening to music that way, putting it on, going, hearing the scratch, hearing the imperfection, like
The warmth that it has.
yeah, there's just something appealing there that people like. I think it's gonna. I think it is still niche.
Vinyl, it's going to be big.
Hold on, I want to get a picture of the Double D drive.
The Nintendo 64. I also was sent an article from my friend. I don't know how legit it is or not. But Nintendo could be making a 4K version of the Nintendo 64. I saw that. Let me.
Oh yeah, like
without
they have.
internet, we'd have
Well,
nothing.
like they did with the Nintendo Mini and the SNES.
Yeah.
Wait, did they do the SNES?
Let me pull up the
I have
article
the
my friend
Nintendo,
sent me.
the NES Mini.
Yeah, they did the SNES, the SNES.
And see. Oh, it's
Whoa! Look at what
the
it,
Nintendo World
Here is-
Instagram is who
here's
posted
what
that.
Here's what it looked like, dude. There you go. That was the N64.
Yeah, it had a raised platform.
That's pretty hot. Show the camera that.
I wonder what was it
that?
for?
64 double D.
Like, I wonder what games were on it.
I don't know, but I kind of want one, right? Shall we see if we could get one? Let's see. What do you think? What do you think those run?
Well, it was the
function-
Japanese only.
Yeah. A functioning one. I don't have eBay. Fun fact: I was banned from eBay.
You were banned from eBay?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's because
What were you
Yeah.
selling to get banned from eBay?
Yeah, like, what do you...
That's like the.
I feel
That's like the. Wait, that whatever girl you talked about last week, where you're like
Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue.
My
Yeah,
Bonnie Blue.
how much of a whore do you have to be
I
to
Bonnie
be,
Blue eBay.
to be banned
No.
from?
I was selling stuff on
OnlyFans?
eBay, and there was one item that like I pre-ordered, and I sold the pre-order, and then it took like a year to come, and I forgot that I sold it. And so eBay banned me. I'm sure I just need to go in and and I was like, well, I'm done selling stuff anyways. And so I gave the guy, I went in and issued they issued a refund on my behalf, and then they banned me. But I'm sure I could just have to go in and do some, take driver's ed for eBay. Let's see.
You remember those things you used to have to rent from Blockbuster when you got a speeding ticket?
You had to rent them?
Yeah, remember you had to rent the I will not speed again.
I don't think you had to rent it.
Yeah.
Did you have to rent it? Oh, dude. Yep.
Q1 2025, Nintendo's going to release. It's called the Analog 4K Nintendo 64 for $250.
What all comes on it? That's
That
the
is
question. $250.
Yeah, that's
That's because it was $99 and $89 for the SNES and NES.
Okay, here we go. The new console can upscale classic games to 4K and includes multiple display modes to mimic the look of CRT. So it's just an upscaled. Oh, it's compatible with the N64 cartridge library. So it's gonna be backwards compatible.
So you can put cartridges in it if you still have the cartridges? Wow.
The difference is it also has Bluetooth for controllers. Blah blah
yeah,
blah.
but that's not $250.
Oh yeah. Well, I can see the full specs right here if you want me to. I just have to click.
Well,
on
yeah,
this.
Bluetooth control. I mean, that sounds like it sounds like it's well thought out. Like the fact that you can use your cartridges is genius because offers value to collectors, offers values if you saved your games. If I could go back to 12-year-old me, I would say don't trade your games in for some weak game that you want. Keep them all.
I would say that too. I actually still had probably 100 Nintendo 64 games in a box, and I think it was left in my brother's house, and then he sold the house. So somebody has a jackpot in the closet upstairs.
Yeah, I regret that. I have my Super Nintendo, but I have no games for it because same thing. I freaking sold all my Super Nintendos, traded them in for whatever game I wanted at that age. The Nintendo, I have all my original Nintendo games though still.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have no Xbox games.
It has a turbo function. Does that make you feel
if
better?
it has a turbo button, then there's 150 right there.
I mean, if it has a turbo.
And also, this is one of their things: ultimate software support. That's what I'm talking.
Hey, so
about.
we were talking about Lego games, and Jordan wants a Harry Potter all-in-one Lego game.
Yeah, kind of like what they did with Star Wars Saga
And I would like
or Skywalker Saga.
I would like a Dune Lego game. Although wouldn't Dune and Star Wars kind of be the same?
No, not at all.
Dune is just Star Wars on Tatooine.
Arrakis.
No, it's not.
Or Star Wars is Dune on Arrakis.
No, you guys are driving me crazy. As you guys are fans of Dune, and you're saying that, I don't understand what's
love Dune.
happening.
I think Dune greater than Star Wars.
Well, at this point, yeah, because at this point, I would agree.
Yeah.
We're talking movies, right?
Movie. Yeah. I haven't read the book.
Because I'm going to be honest.
I have no desire to read the book.
The book.
Psychedelic, man. That was written in like the 60s.
Dude, the book.
Wasn't it written in the 60s? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
put it this way.
old.
Okay, just a little tidbit.
There were some trips happening when that book was
This is what
being
I
written.
heard, right? Because the book goes off an edge.
Yeah, the psychedelics, man.
Yeah, like off an edge. So
He was
this is
expanding his
this
mind
is what I
and
heard.
the universe.
The author originally wrote it about basically kind of like extremism, right? Like don't blindly follow extreme leaders. And then everybody fell in love with Paul Atreides, which was not the intention.
Paul Atreides was supposed to be the extreme leader?
Yeah.
Oh, in the movies, he's like,
And then like all the rest of the books happened. I that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just stuff I heard. But I'm telling you, the changes. What's his name? Denis Villeneuve.
Villanueva.
Yeah,
Yes.
the changes he made from the book to the movie, excellent changes.
You had to like pull that. See, that's because I'm too connected. I had to pull that out of my memory file, and it was like operating pretty slowly there. It was slow retrieval.
No, that's funny.
I'd like sound it out.
There are so many words I don't know how to pronounce, and I need the internet to help me. I actually had to. It was yesterday. I was like, "How do you pronounce Jamiroquai?"
Jamiroquai.
The band, the the '90s, 2000s funk band. Do you know that band?
I don't know that band at all.
Awesome band. Anyways, I have no idea. Even after having the internet tell me how to pronounce it.
Because you don't know if the internet is accurate with that announcement.
Well, see, here's the thing. I looked it up, and there was some Indian guy, like from India, telling me on a YouTube video how to pronounce it. And I was like...
Are you direct connected, by the way, on this computer? Is that back up?
No, is your internet back up or something?
Oh, no. I just thought, isn't that the globe right there? No?
No, it would be a square with a line next to it.
Yeah, it has a... Yeah. Anyways,
did you unplug your Wi-Fi?
He was like, Jamiroquai. And I'm like, I don't think you're telling me the truth.
He's just messing with you.
Yeah, that's incorrect. I can guarantee you that's incorrect.
Virtual Insanity. You ever hear that song? Really great song.
I don't know.
There's the song that Napoleon Dynamite dances to.
Yeah.
That's Jamiroquai song.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Not that you care, but whatever. Things that I like, you guys just don't care
I appreciate your appreciation of music.
Anyways, yeah. So, what was the words you were pronouncing a second ago from Dune?
Dennis Villanueva.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's his.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Villanueva? Okay. Villanueva.
But I think it's when I was saying it first, I was like, Dennis Villanueva? Yeah, it was because I was memory retrieving.
Yeah, the internet isn't very good at teaching me how to pronounce things. Now that especially, you know what sucks is Google now has that AI assist mode that sucks. It's terrible.
I actually really like the AI summary at the top when I Google search a question.
But
It's inaccurate. Like it just gave me the inaccurate on my phone, the inaccurate answer of the expansion slot on the
It's
bottom.
straight up lies.
It told me what
it's
this
terrible
was.
information.
Well, I mean, it's got to learn. It's got to learn. You know, it's young.
Google's AI is not the best.
As soon as it learns, we're all dead.
Well, I think
Then we need to find John Connor.
It's crazy that
Terminator.
It's crazy that Cloudflare going out affected all of how
Did it
how-
improve the
'cause
AI search results?
The idea of internet is that it's unstoppable because it's decentralized, right? Like the original idea of internet.
well, the internet is just a bunch of computers hooked to each other.
But in reality,
Wasn't that
there's like 4 companies that if you take them down, you take down everything. You take down Cloudflare, AWS, it affects AWS. It affects all of Google services. It affects
take down AWS? That's like 65% of the internet.
You see what I'm saying? So and I know there's duplication, but
Redundancies?
redundancies, yeah.
Obviously
but-
not.
Yeah. I mean, even us, like there's what, a handful of internet providers, and they have a central hub that went down, and so now the whole Western United States is down.
Well, isn't like CenturyLink the hub for the internet to Utah? Like, doesn't other providers just pull from them?
I would imagine. I don't know.
Well, it's one big circle. That's how the internet
The
works.
Illuminati?
Yeah, no, it really is. It's how the internet works. Like CenturyLink is provided by Comcast. Comcast is provided by what's that one in Washington? And then it all just
And then
circles
it all
back.
comes back?
Yeah, no, I know it does.
It's a snake eating itself?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's all the internet is. It's just a bunch of it's just a bunch of computers connected to each other.
Jordan lied to me, by the way, last week. He was like, "You're like a few hours away from finishing Expedition 33."
Yeah, you were.
So
Well, if you're good.
I did some stuff. I beat what I thought was
If you have the correct build.
I beat what I thought was the main character, or the main
that
boss
was so
fight.
good.
And then I will say my mind is blown after
Yeah.
this.
Mark, you got to do it.
I'm still there.
Spicy, mind blown,
I get it. I'm addicted to another game right now.
dude, mind blown. Anyways, and then I just entered, and then you enter Act 3, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not over. And so I haven't been back since then because I thought I would be done. But
Dude, that whole because now you're like,
but it was mind blowing. It was
yeah, it's like,
oh.
whoa.
Like I will reiterate, and I'm not even to the end yet, so I don't know what the end is going to be like. But even just right now, this climax at the end of Act 2, I've thought about it a lot.
Yeah, you think of it. It's like
It's
they,
cool.
They present a very interesting question to you as the player,
It's cool.
and you're just kind of like, well,
Spicy, can I tell you how I beat the boss you're on?
Okay. How many times did it take you? Did you do it first try?
No, twice.
Okay.
Got
'cause
crushed. Got crushed my first try.
On the first try, I got crushed so much.
Well, I went because in the battle there's 2 sequences, right? There's like her initial sequence, and then you take her down, and then she goes up, and you fight like the giant on
the big Goodyear blimp.
yeah, on SK. And so what I did after that, I moved Verso to my back line because I have equipped the Pictos that I got. I don't even remember where I got it in one of these levels. where he gets a one revive automatically with 100% health, and then I have him on all the abilities of like he takes 50% less damage, blah blah. So I bring her down with my
like
first
all the
line.
solo
My first
abilities.
line is a heal line. Lune's on there, and she's my healer. So I bring her down like almost, like two-thirds of the way with those guys. They die. Then Verso steps up, and he gets crit when he's by himself.
And he points the bat up to the middle of the stadium and calls his shot.
Dude, yeah. So I was set the second time, but really, the Paintress, it was just me learning the freaking sequences of her stuff to dodge.
I got nut crushed so hard in that fight that I haven't turned it on since. And then I have this thing, because you have to kind of be in your prime a little bit. Because I've now, it's been like 3 weeks.
You've forgotten how your characters work together?
I've forgotten how they work together, and the right trigger A's and B's and the buttons. Nah, I'll just go complain about Night Rain. That's what I'll do.
Dude,
What happens though? Like right when you beat her, and then it's like 20 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, that's
and
what
then it's Act 3.
Jordan was telling me. I just got to get.
And
to
then
that.
Act 3 does something really cool. It's quick. I thought it was quick anyway. And then there's another like cutscene.
But he told me last week.
jab.
He told me last week that you're just like an hour or two away. Like,
Yeah, I thought so too. That's how long it took me.
it took me. Well, no, where I was, I guess I had to go through like a whole. By the way, I thought the second Axios was way easier than the first one. I went.
Yeah, because you've leveled quite a bit. Because I went to the second one first.
Oh, so you weren't leveled yet.
And it bent me over.
Oh, and the first one, it kind of helps you. That's like the tutorial one because you go off separate paths to like defeat his masks, and that levels you up to defeat him as well. Sure, yeah. And that dancing lady was
Yeah,
cool.
now that David's beaten that fight, I can tell him like my build.
Yeah.
The numbers are off the charts, man.
Dude, it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Because I can't tell you until
Yeah.
you beat it because of how the build
Stuff
works.
happens, man. It gets wild.
It does. What a now
There is no game. I'm not even done with the game. If it were to end right now, where I'm at, and it could have, and then they could have said like a sequel's coming, based on where it's at. It's game of the year. Like 0 questions.
Yeah, not even
gotta
close.
beat it.
Besides the Astrobot DLC.
Yes.
If there's another Astrobot that comes out, damn.
Yeah.
It's gonna take it. It's gonna take it again.
Yeah. So next up, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's a good game
Oh,
changer.
I'm excited
Final Fantasy
for you on
16
that
for
one.
me.
You're gonna. I'll predict it. You're gonna be talking nonstop about how epic that game is.
And then depending on my stamina, maybe Metaphor Refantasio after that. But I don't know because I don't know
I would take a.
the story style of Expedition 33 fits me more than like a Persona and I enjoyed Persona 5, but fits me more than a Persona story. Like I've enjoyed this more than Persona.
Metaphor is different.
Oh, okay.
Because Personas have generally been in like the Japanese
Yeah, it's very
towns and high schools
very-
and
Let's
there's,
go, kids!
there's lots of perverts everywhere and
Yeah.
it's very Japanese.
Cats.
Yeah. Well, there is this one too, actually. but it's more fantasy. Like
Okay.
it's in a different skin
See, fantasy
with a lot of quality of life stuff.
So, has anybody gone back to Doom at all?
No.
I'm gonna be
Just
honest.
blew past that, huh?
I'm gonna be honest. I got a little bored.
Really?
In a Doom game. So maybe slowing the speed down wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, because at first you were like, yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, no, I don't think it's bad,
decent.
and I think I'll eventually finish it. But I don't know. There's something about I think the sweatiness of Eternal is what kept you going because you're just like.
I am crushing everyone.
But no, I see now why I think it attracts like a lot of people we've talked to, especially in chat. They were like, I wasn't a huge fan of Eternal, but I really like this one. It's definitely different. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just different. Is it as good as Eternal and Doom 2016? I mean, I finished those two, and I haven't finished this one, so I guess that answers your question.
Not only that,
you
didn't you 100% Eternal?
No. I think I like
So
along
you're
the
a
way I was
quitter.
trying, and then I was like, I beat the game. There's no point.
I thought you were, because on your streams, You were like trying to 100% it.
Well, I mean, you always try it like the first couple levels,
And then you
and
quit.
then you're like, let's just finish the game.
Yeah.
Like I just recently beat the original Assassin's Creed, and I was like, I'm gonna do all the memories in the city.
Okay, how was that? Because you also have played the modern Assassin's Creeds. Going back.
Well, this is what's interesting. I think I need to go back and play like Unity and a couple of the newer, older ones, if that makes sense. Because
Like Black Flag. You should play Black Flag.
Well, see, the reason I don't want to play that one is because rumor has it they're doing a full remaster of Black Flag later this year. So I'm like, okay, let's save that. Maybe let's jump into. Well, I want to eventually play them all, you know?
Yeah.
But
I respect that.
so I beat the first one. The first one, it's not a bad game. It's definitely a product of its time. And, you know, and it started this franchise, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
after that game came out, they saw they had success, and then they went balls to the wall with Ezio, you know, with like all the double assassination, new features, refining missions. So it's very
Abstergo.
well like it's
actually good
it's
back
actually nice to be like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a good Abstergo storyline. Like it's the way it intertwines is really good, but I feel like I like the gameplay of the old games compared to the new games, but the original Assassin's Creed,
when you say gameplay, you mean the gameplay
it's
loop?
about assassinating. Like,
Yeah.
you're literally Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You sneak up, you get information, you sneak up on people, and you jump down.
Like, you want to know one
and
thing
kill
I
them.
forgot about? Because I was watching Jordan play a little bit, because he was like, dude, check this out. It's like, it holds up pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot about after you kill
The
someone.
cutscene, like the dialogue.
No, when you kill someone and then you hide with the monks as they walk past. That's not something you do in modern ones. You just kill everyone.
No, see, that's something I miss. I miss,
Yeah.
like, crowd sneakiness,
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want to call it. Crowd espionage. I don't know what. But,
Crowd espionage. Yeah. I know what you're
So-
talking about.
but
No, I love
No,
that
I
in the
like-
original game.
I
Like,
like-
when you assassinate somebody and then that dialogue cutscene.
yeah, and then a cutscene plays in, and
like,
it's really cool. But I like the idea of, like, you assassinate them, and they're dead. You know?
Internet might be back. My home hub is now responding on my phone.
Okay, this is still
So,
down. I probably have to do a full
Like-
reset of.
if I were to sneak up on a target, get them in a dark alley, jump down from the roof, and just hit and blade them, they'd be dead. In the new game, if I'm one level below their level, I only take out half their health, and then it turns into a sword fight.
That's
it's like,
cool,
well, I don't want to be in a sword fight. I'm an assassin. I want to be.
Oh, see, but I like that mechanic.
No, I don't.
I don't think that's bad. I think if you merge that with the assassination.
They did. It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. You want to know what game I'd like to see?
I think Assassin's Creed 1, I don't think is like the most incredible game ever. I think it's a product of its time, and it did start the franchise, but it's incredibly repetitive.
Because what game did we see at Xbox Game Showcase that was a fighting game? Oh, Invincible. Like a Mortal Kombat type fighting game. You want to know who I think would be a cool game to play that kind of style of game where you just go through levels fighting, but you can only fight as one character? Esquier. And it's just called Esquier.
Yeah,
From Expedition 33?
Yeah, don't you think he'd be an awesome character?
that talks like this.
Fly! I can fly!
Well, he is.
It's really powerful.
If you talk to your friends at camp, David,
I don't talk to anyone at camp now. I did once,
You-
and then
you
I was like,
would-
oh, you leveled up relationship 1. I was like, oh, I can have relationships
you
with these
would
people.
know that SK is very powerful.
I just wrote in my journal.
Him and Minoko fought one time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious because Minoko's hilarious.
Minoko is... I can never
When he
tell
was
if
like-
Minoko,
when he was
Minoko
like-
is like so serious because he has a freaking
Well,
shield for a face.
I think that's what makes him funny. Like when you first meet him and he's like, I'm not going with you. And he's like, but there'll be lots of fighting. Okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah. It's cool. Oh, it's a cool game. Also, can I say the overworld in that game is very well done?
it's cool.
Yeah.
See, now can you say like there is not a game that comes close? Like that is hands down the game of the year.
It does a very good job of encouraging you to explore, and at no point did I feel like I was tedious or I was locked into that, because if I reached a tavern or a boss or this like temporary world that you could go into and couldn't beat it, I could just leave. So it wasn't they didn't punish you. It was just a really nice balance. They encourage you because you get weapon drops that way. You get special items that way. By the way, did you say you have all your characters in white?
Except Verso.
You have
Where
Minoko.
are you getting everyone else's white? Because I have Verso in white.
Gestural Beaches.
Learn to play, man. Learn to
Gestural
play.
Beaches?
Yeah, the little challenges that are around the map.
I just haven't gone to enough of those. I did the first beach and I got the bikini.
And there's like these little mime people that give you skins and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
defeating the mimes.
Yeah. I've only gotten hair. I'm tired of getting hairdos.
Yeah,
dude.
my whole team is all classy, tux white, except Verso, who's pimping it in the cane, the old man's. It's actually
is he wearing
Renoir's
Renoir's
cane?
suit?
yeah, it's actually quite a stunning set of outfits.
That's cool.
Dude, it's such a good game. You know what's awesome about playing Final Fantasy next?
Huh.
Verso just is
I
with you.
get the voice again.
Yeah, as Clive.
Oh yeah, he is, huh? Oh, that's
And the way like he screams, Ifrit.
So
come to me."
Jordan, are you able to say your theory that you told me without... Your theory doesn't give away any spoilers
What theory?
Well,
of the future of the franchise.
Oh, no. I think I've told both of you.
Oh, have you told both of us?
Yeah, so because Clair Obscure is French for light and dark.
Yeah.
And people online, I mean, I'm not going to take full credit for this idea, but a lot of people think like Clair Obscure is like, if you take a Final Fantasy game, it's Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 1 through 16, or Final Fantasy blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Crystal Chronicles. Clair Obscure, and then this is Expedition 33, and then you're going to have Clair Obscure.
Expedition 69.
No, like Clair Obscure, let's go this way.
But how could
like
you do
it's
other expeditions based on the story? That's what it would just be a completely separate story. Oh, okay. Never
Yes,
mind. I just answered my own question
Yes,
by
yes.
thinking at what just happened.
Yes. That's why Mark
you
needs...
got it.
Yeah, because we can't
gotta
say it.
talk about it.
69.
Okay. Anyways. Well, that does us for today, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're watching this and listening to this, you did not watch it live. So we recorded this. We recorded this offline because the internet's been down. We miss chat. We miss you guys. We'll be back next week live. Spicy should play Expedition 33. We should both commit to beating it, and then next week's member show could be us just talking about Expedition 33.
Spoiler
member show.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm still into Night Rain.
Yeah,
quite a
but-
bit. And they have like,
As soon as you beat
Events
that
going
boss
on
that
right
you're
now.
on, it'll pull you back.
I don't know.
It's badass, dude.
All right.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Once the fire